List of hospitals.
Here is the section showing Whitechapel. I made several notations on these pages during our investigation into the Ripper, which might prove useful. All we need to do is to find a hospital or a public dispensary near a location where pits have been dug and black granite has been used.
It's simplicity itself. I haven't finished my analysis.
Okay, so now let's look at the book. Investigation into the Whitechapel Dispensary. The rope is worn only on one side. So, the rope was manufactured with a worn side? I don't think so. The rope was always used from the same side. Possible, guys. The rope was used near water and it has rot. I think it's the second one. Always used from the same side. Like hanging a rope on a certain angle. Right? Now, the damp earth brought in by the Bishop of Knightsbridge Killers. The soil is from a pit. Or from a well, or from a riverbank. Did he not mention pits earlier? Or was it riverbank? Okay, this I'm not sure. Hold on. Let's look at... What is this book here about hospitals, right? Dispensary 4660 near a memorial Whitechapel. I can pick the location. Oh. Memorial... Granite Quarry. Oh. Near Whitechapel warehouses. Near a large repair site in the Whitechapel. Near a tombstone factory in Whitechapel, near the Whitechapel Cemetery, near the memorial at Whitechapel. The Granite Quarry. That has a stone. But that does not explain the soil, right? Okay, wait up. Whitechapel Clinic. The fragment of granite painted black. Why is it painted black anyway? Why? It comes from a monument painted black. The fragment is from a painted rock. The fragment comes from a granite wall painted black. Huh? Granite wall painted black? But it is completely surrounded by black ink. It's not on one side. It's not the third one. From a painted rock. A monument painted black. I don't know. These are tough questions, guys. The soil is from a pit? Maybe. Yeah, I think a pit. Holmes mentioned a pit earlier, guys. No? Rope used for tying up boats. The rope is used in a well. The rope is used to lower something into a pit. Well, the pit again. The rope is used in a well, like a pulley system. Tying up boats. Lower something into a pit. But why is it faded on one side though, guys? It's been used on one side exclusively, like the pulley system. No? We also lower something into a pit. The rope was hanging on the side. Okay, that also explains why it's faded on one end. I don't know. Painted rock. Painted rock? Is it from a painted rock? Okay, am I doing this correctly or not? It's not changing colors though. But at least we got a connection link this time. Is that the right one? The earthen fragment of the granite come from a building. Come from a pit near a monument. A pit? I'm choosing pits. I'm sure Yeah, he says Pete. Sherlock Holmes mentioned Pete. Just keep saying Pete. Is that right? I don't even know if that is right or not. The earth, the rope, and the fragment of granite come from a grave. Oh, the grave is a pit. Oh. The earth, the rope, and a fragment of granite from a building undergoing repairs. Tombstone factory. A grave. Lower the coffin into the pit. Lower the coffin into the pit. The Whitechapel Clinic is near a grave? It's near a grave! Is that right? It's not changing colors, guys. I remember the other deduction section, they changed the colors to green, if I'm doing this correctly. Near a monument. There's a monument option here, though. The fragment comes from a monument painted black.
Now I can make the right decision.
It's green! So those are the correct choices. Okay, so... Pick cemetery. Whitechapel Cemetery.
The public dispensary number 4661. It's just opposite the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
Yeah!
Yes, Watson. The murderer with the missing finger must work in the cemetery, or at least visit it. He could have taken a rope, one of the type they use to lower the coffins into the graves. The granite is minute particles of tombstone.
And he only had to cross the road to steal a scalpel from the dispensary opposite.
Aha! We still have more clues.
I need something.
Okay, what else do we have in our inventory? We need to examine the bottle! Broken flask. We still have that one, guys. Right. We're not ready to go yet. Okay, what the heck is this? To analyze the evidence, add the liquid... What? Wait. Add the liquid from the test tube. Use all active agents to work out all of its characteristics. What does that mean? What? Use... I don't get it. What? Oh, okay, we pour the content of the broken flask into the test tube now with a question mark. So now... rotates... Do we combine them? What is going on here? What? Let me read that again. To analyze the evidence, add the liquid from the test tube. Use all active agents to work out all of its characteristics. Use all active agents. How do I apply this agent into the valve here? How does that work? What is happening? Huh? Close, reset the puzzle. Okay, reset it, guys. So, if I rotate this... Rotate... It's not am I supposed to do... or to count certain components here, but it's staying the same, guys. Oh, wait! Oh, turn the valve! Oh, okay. I see it now. So, there are two... Oh, I'm supposed to count all these components. So, 2 and 1. Ah, I didn't know I can turn the valve. The tiny valve here. Okay, 3 and 3. 3 and 3. Okay, next one. The orange one. 2 1 1. 2 1 1. So 2 1 and 1. Okay, next. 3 and 2. 3, 2. Green. 2 and 3. 2, 3. Okay.
Poison, and apparently very virulent.
Ah. We got the results. Results of the analysis of the poison administered to Bishop of Knightsbridge. A substance that provokes a heightened aggression close to madness. Death by cardiac arrest. Okay, so he had a heart attack. That's what killed him, guys.
Poison. Discreet, efficient, and only detectable via a thorough post-mortem.
Have you been able to isolate the active components, Holmes?
Not with any certainty. This toxic substance surpasses my own knowledge in the field. It is without doubt the work of an expert chemist.
Ooh.
A chemist and a criminal.
As you say, please find my monograph on poisoners of the last 30 years.
Now, controlling Dr. Watson. He's doing all the research, guys. And I mean just picking up the books. Finding the books and the papers and things like that. Is that the one? So, Scotland Yard. Hans Schumann, aka Radcula, nationality German, day and place of birth in Stuttgart in 1839. Arrested in 1888 in London, were imprisoned in London, sentenced life. So he's dubbed the Red Killer. Does he use red poison to kill his victims? Found guilty of the following charges: poisoning, attempted poisoning, theft, and receiving chemical substances, murder and attempted murder, kidnapping with aggravated circumstances, cruelty to animals, hit and run, illegal use of chemicals, manipulation of the weak, drunk in charge. So, history and description of the individual despite numerous mental problems and neurosis. Hans Schumann is an exceptional chemist and equally remarkable mathematician. At the age of 21, his unstable and violent character resulted in expulsion from the University of Vienna, where he had excelled in his chosen subjects. And after being expelled, he was not heard of again for 4 years. He was captured and arrested in June 1864, and during the case NX-2552A, the Stuttgart poisoning, in which he was the principal suspect, he escaped before being sentenced and vanished again. A number of elements suggested that he had found refuge in London. An investigation undertaken by Scotland Yard found him living under the stolen identity of one Leonardo Itizia. However, the officers who came to arrest him were poisoned. He escaped once again. What? How did they get poisoned, guys? They went to arrest the guy. Maybe it was poisonous fumes in the air. Our informers pick up his trail again in 1880, and at an ancient factory converted into a clandestine chemical laboratory. Schumann was absent during the search. From the documents found inside the laboratory, we learned he had a diabolical plan in mind. His goal was to poison the drinking water reservoirs in several parts of the city. He is very dangerous, guys. And to this day, his motives remain unclear. His arrest on 1888 was due entirely to chance. What? He was recognized by a police officer while stumbling around in a state of inebriation, shouting of his intention to poison the entire city. None of the interrogations following his arrest have provided any conclusive information. Hans Schumann broke his silence only with incoherent comments. Okay, so he is in jail right now, right? That means he's not a suspect. If he's locked up right now. Anything else? Okay, what is this place here? Is that the bedroom?
Here is where I write my stories about Holmes's cases. And I've got work to do.
Yeah, this place is too messy to be Sherlock Holmes' room, guys. Good old Dr. Watson. They drank tea together before leaving. So that's how they got poisoned, huh? Solved the 42. The Marquis fake necklace. At the moment of writing these lines, the famous Samoan necklace belonging to the Marquis of Cornicam has still not been recovered. Our editorial staff remain reserved as to the role that the famous detective Sherlock Holmes has played in the affair. For this is not the first time that Mr. Holmes has compromised himself during the course of one of his so-called investigations. When recalling the second stain case, the affair is indeed strangely similar to the Marquis of Cornicam's necklace misfortune. Indeed, Mr. Trelawney Hope, Secretary of State for European Affairs, had a document of extreme value in his safe box, which had been stolen but a few days earlier. Who, if not Sherlock Holmes, could have replaced the document in Mr. Hope's safe? What was the point of the trick? It was evident that Sherlock Holmes knew the identity of the person blackmailing the gentleman's wife, Lady Hilda Trelawney Hope, guilty of a love affair with another man. The sinister blackmailer, a certain Lucas, had a letter that revealed Lady Trelawney Hope's double life. He wanted the Secretary of State's wife to give him the precious document belonging to her husband. In exchange for the love letter, she obeyed him. But then Lucas was found murdered. Mr. Holmes managed to find the compromising letter without any difficulty of the crime scene after it had been meticulously searched by the police. Does that not strike you as strange that Mr. Holmes knew where the hiding place was without any doubt? As to the motive of the murder, no need to ask who might profit from the crime, eradicate a cumbersome accomplice, and thus appear as a hero in the eyes of the authorities. Evidently, the transcription of the affair undertaken by Mr. Holmes' friend, Dr. Watson, gives another explanation entirely, but is he truly objective? We may allow ourselves a little doubt on the score. O'Farley. This O'Farley again, guys. He has beef with Holmes. So this is Sherlock Holmes' room. Looks very cozy, guys. I like this room. Is that his own bust? He has his own bust?
This bust was used to fool Colonel Moran during the case of the empty house.
Oh really? I'm not familiar with this case. The case of the empty house. Let me talk to Holmes here.
According to these documents, Hans Schielmann, known as the Rat Killer, was considered the greatest specialist in chemical poison in the world.
Is he at liberty?
Happily, no. He has been held in the high-security wing of London's Westgate prison for many years now.
Then he cannot be the one who concocted the poison.
Don't dismiss him too quickly, Watson. According to Scotland Yard, the man is exceptionally intelligent. For the greatest criminals, prison is but a mere obstacle. Let's plan a little visit to see Mr. Schielmann tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Okay, is this tomorrow already? Are we going right now? A day has passed.
Let us look at our deduction board, Watson.
So there's something else that we can do right now? Deduction board. Okay, we have new elements here down below. So the bishop gnawed at himself. The finger. The bishop tore his aggressor's finger off with his teeth. Right. So we got options here now. The bishop wanted to kill himself. The bishop fought his aggressor savagely. Yeah. Is that not the case? Now, the flask. The broken flask has some blood at its top. The murderers tortured the bishop with the broken glass. I guess the murderers made the bishop drink blood. I think it's torture, guys. The poison. The flask contains a poison that causes madness. Well, if that is the case, then the murderers made the bishop drink the contents of the flask. That's the one then. If that's poison in there. Now, the murderers had a poison that causes madness. The bishop's murderers are lunatics. The bishop's murderers are vampires. I think that's the one. Something is not right. Oh. Okay, wait up. The bishop went mad. Ah. Because of the poison.
Well done, Watson. Our board is finished. It confirms that the bishop's murderers work for one person, who, amongst other things, possesses a very sophisticated poison. They therefore act for someone more educated than themselves. You remember Wiggins and his gang, the Baker Street Irregulars?
Yes, the street urchins, whom you employ upon occasion, and Wiggins is their leader.
Yes. Well, I have hired their services again. I have instructed them to find out the address of the bishop's nephew.
I think he's here.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, my young friend, have you found the information for which the good Dr. Watson is going to pay you?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, it was easy.
Very well, I understand. Here are a few pennies.
Thanks, Dr. Watson. The man you're looking for lives near Kensington.
Does he live alone?
Yes, but he rents a room for an old lady.
Did she see you?
No, Mr. Holmes. No one saw me.
Perfect. Watson, give our young friend another shilling as a reward for his discretion.
Here we go again. But of course.
Man, that boy has a face of a man.
I'm falling asleep, Holmes. Aren't you tired?
No, I have an exceptional constitution. I can't remember ever having been fatigued by work. Idleness, on the other hand, exhausts me completely. Go to bed, Watson. The night will be short. We leave at dawn.
That boy has such an Asian face. He looks the same age as Holmes.
Wow, this is a real adventure. It's exciting. I like it better than made-up stories. I want to know what happens next. Keep reading. I'm going to.
Ah, I want to listen to.
Come on, kids, it's bedtime for you all.
My readers must excuse me if I do not describe in full detail here the terrible images which haunted me that night.
I had a sense that something extraordinary would take place, but I was scarcely prepared for the reality of it.
The next day at
Good
dawn.
morning, Holmes. Did you get any rest?
I did not attempt to sleep.
Have you managed to come to any conclusions?
I think that we might follow 3 trails. We can visit Whitechapel to try to discover the identity of the murderers by making inquiries at Dispensary 4661 and at the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
The poison trail seems more important to me. We should perhaps go to Westgate Prison first to see Hans Schielman.
Yes, and let us not forget the bishop's irascible nephew, whose address we now have, thanks to my Baker Street irregulars. I have located each place on our map of London.
Holmes, let me remind you that we still have not been officially instructed to investigate this affair.
Ah, well, we will just have to hide that small detail.
Alright, let's be on our way. I guess we have options now, guys. There are multiple locations open up right now. Welcome back, Softy 42. You said out 10 minutes. Yes, the gorilla. The gorilla killed the lady. Alright.
What should we do next, Holmes?
We must explore all our leads. Let us take a look at the map of London.
Oh, we can choose our locations that way. Okay. The map of London. Is that not the map? Oh, we use the one inside our inventory, guys. Right over here. Okay. So Westgate Jail and Kensington Gardens. I think we are supposed to head to the jail first. Right? Okay, let's go there right now.
Westgate Prison.
Yes. To the prison, guys. Where they lock up the gorilla from the last game. He is convicted of murder, guys. This gorilla.
Here we are at the famous Westgate Prison, one of the oldest and surest in the kingdom.
I've heard that it is soon going to be demolished. Don't you find it strange that it still houses criminals as dangerous as Hans Schielmann?
There's nothing strange about it, Watson. The name of this prison is linked with numerous failed escape attempts. As long as it stands, the criminals will fear it.
Good morning, gentlemen. Are you expected?
No, but we wish to meet with one of your prisoners, Hans Schielmann.
I'm afraid that at the moment that is impossible. Access to the cells is controlled strictly. You can't go there without permission from the director.
Then would you be so good as to announce us? I am Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson.
The famous Holmes and Watson. What an honour. My name is Brighton. Frank Brighton. I'm afraid I can't announce you. I'm not allowed to leave my post, under any circumstances. But I'm sure that the director won't refuse to see you, even without an appointment. Do you see the corridor behind the reception? Follow it to the secretary's office. You'll find him there.
Thank you, Warden Brighton. One last thing. Hans Schielmann received any visits lately?
None. And I'm sure because I've dealt with receiving visitors for several weeks now. I volunteered because it's a calm post to be in. We don't get many visitors and it gives me time to write. Just like you, Dr. Watson. I enjoy literature and the...
Very good. Thank you.
That was very impolite, Holmes.
Yeah.
That man admires our work. You could have given him...
Another time. Let's go and meet the director of the prison.
He cut him off. Alright, everybody.
We must see the prison director quickly.
So, alright, let's give him another chance, guys. Frank?
Sorry, sirs. I'm on duty. I can't help you.
Oh, poor Frank. I think he's feeling disappointed now. So, high security level. It's a huge place, isn't it? Administration area. Okay, what did he say again about the director? Let's go in here.
Sorry, but this area is prohibited without a pass.
Oops.
Please leave.
We must see the prison director quickly.
I'm trying my best, Watson. I believe he's this way. Administration area.
Cleaning materials, otherwise known as a broom cupboard. Nothing of interest
Oh,
here.
the maintenance, guys. Maybe we'll find something very useful in here.
Closed.
Close and knocks. Okay, continue with the hallway here.
Closed.
There are no signs outside the door.
We must see the prison director quickly.
Where? These rooms...
We must see the prison director quickly.
I'm not talking to you, Watson. I'm trying to open this door up.
Closed.
Close and knocks.
Closed.
Okay, this one has a name. What is it again? Entryway to where, guys? Entryway.
Closed.
This is... What? What is this again? Can't really see. Cloak... Cloak what? Cloakroom. Oh.
Closed.
Alright, I don't think we're supposed to be here. Okay, let's go back out to the... Oh, secretary! Secretary? Oh, wait.
Let's go to the secretary's office.
Oh, we are here! Oh, okay, we are here, guys. I think that's is where it's supposed to go. At the end of the hallway, the last room.